If there's one thing time has been kind to, it's these Korean actors. Some of them are already over 40, but they're looking better than ever. And the funniest part? There are younger guys out there who don't even come close. Today, we're ranking the 10 most handsome Korean actors over 40 in 2025. And here's a heads up. There are some controversial names in this top 10, especially the one in first place, which I know a lot of people will disagree with. Number 10, Rain. If there's one name that needs no introduction, it's Rain. He was one of the first Korean idols to achieve international fame, and even now, at 42 years old, he remains absolutely flawless. Young Ji-hoon, better known as Rain, isn't just a singer and dancer. He's also an actor, entrepreneur, and family man. And what's most impressive is that as time goes by, his charm only grows stronger. Rain made a lasting impression with roles like Full House, one of the most popular dramas of the 2000s, and even broke into Hollywood with films like Ninja Assassin. Beyond his on-screen talent, his physique has always drawn attention. Even in his 40s, he keeps a sculpted body and a face that seems untouched by time. And yes, he still dances like he's 20. Married to actress Kim Tae-hee, considered one of the most beautiful women in Korea, Rain lives a relatively private life, but he's still active in the entertainment world. In 2023, he starred in the drama Ghost Doctor, proving he still has the energy to deliver great performances and that magnetic charisma that's always been his signature. He's in our top 10 because he's a true icon. And let's be honest, how many men in their early 40s can break the internet just by posting a selfie? Number 9, Jang Hyuk. Jang Hyuk is the kind of actor you recognize instantly. With his intense gaze, serious demeanor, and that mature bad boy aura, he brings a commanding presence to any scene. At 47, he proves that time has only refined the charm he's had since the early 2000s. Even if you don't follow K-dramas closely, chances are you've seen or heard of his work. Fated to Love You, Voice, The Slave Hunters. Jang Hyuk is incredibly versatile, handling action, romance, drama, and even comedy, all with intensity and style. In 2023, he made a strong return with Family, The Unbreakable Bond, once again showing he's still got it, even pulling off action scenes that younger actors might struggle with. What earns him a spot on this list isn't just his talent, but the full package: a fit body, always stylish hair, and that piercing look that feels like it sees right through you. He's private about his personal life, but it's known that he's married with 3 children. Still, every time he shows up in public, he manages to steal the spotlight. Jang Hyuk is the kind of man who wears maturity effortlessly. He doesn't try too hard, he just is. And that's more than enough to leave people breathless. Number 8, Park Hae-jin. Park Hae-jin is the perfect example of subtle yet powerful beauty. At 41, it's like he made a deal with time. While others age, he just keeps getting better looking. With delicate features, elegant posture, and a mysterious aura, he's the type of leading man who captivates without saying a word. You probably remember him from My Love from the Star or Cheese in the Trap, where his performance stood out for balancing sensitivity with intensity. More recently, in 2023, he shined in The Killing Vote, proving his career is still going strong and his talent only continues to grow. It's no surprise he still has loyal fans in Korea and beyond. In real life, Park Hae-jin is known for being polite and private. He avoids scandals and prefers a quiet lifestyle, enjoying hobbies like building model kits and collecting sneakers. Rumor has it he owns over 700 pairs. His calm demeanor only adds to his allure. What puts him in our top 10 isn't just his looks, but the whole package: elegance, serene energy, and the ability to command strong roles with presence. At 41, Park Hae-jin is the kind of man who makes you think, now that's how you age well. Number 7, Seo Ji-sub. Seo Ji-sub has a kind of charm that's hard to explain. Maybe it's his serious gaze, his deep voice, or that slightly introspective vibe he brings to every role. But the truth is, at 46 years old, he's still at the top of many fans' lists, and for good reason. Known for dramas like I'm Sorry, I Love You, and Oh My Venus, Seo Ji-sub built a solid career playing intense, emotionally charged characters. He has that quiet energy that somehow pulls you in. Combined with his mature, well-maintained appearance, it makes him one of the most striking faces in Korean entertainment. Despite his fame, Seo Ji-sub is famously private. He rarely appears on variety shows and almost never gives long interviews, but when he does, the internet goes wild. In 2020, he surprised fans by marrying a reporter 17 years younger, showing that his personal life can be just as unexpected as his career. He's also passionate about photography and hip-hop, revealing a creative side that goes beyond acting. So Ji-sub doesn't need to try to be charming. He is charm itself. At 46, he's still the kind of man who turns heads wherever he goes, even in silence. Number 6, Ji-sung. Ji-sung is the kind of actor who gives it his all. At 47, he still has that same spark in his eyes from when he started out, but now with a depth that only time can bring. What's most impressive is that he never got comfortable. With every new drama, he reinvents himself, and that's rare. He's best known for playing deeply complex roles, like in Kill Me, Heal Me, where he portrayed a man with dissociative identity disorder, and managed to make each personality feel like a completely different person. More recently, he starred in Adamus and Connection in 2024, proving that his talent has no expiration date. Off-screen, Ji-sung is married to actress Lee Bo-young, and together they form one of Korea's most beloved and stable celebrity couples. They have 2 children and live a quiet life away from the spotlight, which only adds to the public's admiration for him. Physically, Ji-sung is the full package: defined features, a subtle smile, and perfect posture. He has that kind of beauty that never gets old. You look at him today and think, wow, then look again tomorrow, still, wow. He hasn't aged, he's evolved. Ji-sung earns his place in the top 10 because he's living proof that talent, charisma, and looks don't fade with age. They only get better. Number 5, Lee Jun. Lee Jun-gi is the true chameleon of K-dramas. At 42, he's not only one of the most handsome faces in the Korean industry, but also one of the most versatile. And the craziest part, he doesn't seem to age. It's almost annoying. From Moon Lovers, Scarlet Heart Ryo, where he captivated audiences with his intense and melancholic gaze, to Flower of Evil, where he showcased a darker and more emotional side, Lee Jun-gi stands out for his ability to embody any character effortlessly. He radiates a mix of sensuality, mystery, and intensity, all in one. What many people forget is that he's also a martial arts expert, and that makes a huge difference in action scenes, which he often performs himself. Off-screen, he's known for his sense of humor, fan-friendly charisma, and his ultra-professional behavior behind the scenes. With striking features, an athletic build, and that rebellious vibe that never fades, Lee Jun-gi continues to be a true heartthrob. At 42, he still has the same energy he had when he started, and the same effect, leaving everyone hypnotized. Number 4, Jo In-sung. Jo In-sung is the kind of actor who looks like he was sculpted by hand. Standing at 187 meters tall with perfect features and a smile straight out of a drama, he's simply impossible to ignore. At 43, he's still one of Korea's top heartthrobs, and it's no exaggeration to say many consider him the ideal beauty standard. But he's not just a pretty face. His role in It's Okay, That's Love was a turning point, showing his ability to dive into emotionally complex characters. More recently, he lit up the screen in Disney's 2023 series Moving, once again showing his intense, charismatic side. Every time he appears, it's an event. People stop to watch. Jo In-sung is also known for being extremely private. He rarely shows up on variety shows and seldom gives long interviews. But when he does, the internet goes wild. That only adds to his mystique and allure. On top of that, he has a natural elegance. He always looks flawless, even in just a t-shirt and jeans. Over time, his charm has transformed into pure magnetism. Jo In-sung isn't just handsome, he's hypnotic, and being in the top 5 is the least he deserves. Number 3, Lee Dong-wook. Lee Dong-wook is practically the definition of too perfect to be real. With a doll-like face, piercing eyes, and hair that always seems to fall perfectly, he's been one of Korea's top heartthrobs ever since Goblin. And even now, at 42, he's still making fans swoon like it's day one. But it's not just his looks. Lee Dong-wook is a seriously talented actor. He can be dark, funny, romantic, and even terrifying, all convincingly. In Tale of the Nine-Tailed, he once again showed he can carry a drama effortlessly. His roles often come with a mysterious edge that matches his image perfectly. Off-screen, he's known for being polite, funny, and extremely professional. His relationships have made headlines, unlike the one with Suzy, but he's always handled everything with grace, avoiding drama. That only reinforces his image as the untouchable prince. Lee Dong-wook isn't just here because of his looks, though that alone would be reason enough. He's the full package. Stunning, talented, elegant, and mature. At 42, he still makes hearts flutter, and it doesn't look like that's changing anytime soon. Number 2, Hyun Bin. Hyun Bin is the kind of actor who doesn't need to try to steal the spotlight. He walks in, and all eyes are instantly on him. At 41, he remains one of Korea's biggest heartthrobs, and the most impressive thing is that time seems to be working in his favor. Every year, he somehow becomes even more refined. His career is filled with hits, but it's impossible not to mention Crash Landing on You, a global phenomenon that even got non-drama fans hooked. And of course, Secret Garden, another classic that helped cement his fame. Hyun Bin exudes a blend of masculine strength and soft gentleness that even shows through his eyes, and that's rare. Off-screen, he's married to none other than Sun Ye-jin, his co-star in Crash Landing. The couple is adored by the public, and in 2022, they welcomed their first child. Despite the spotlight, Hyun Bin has remained as reserved and humble as ever, which only deepens fans' respect for him. With a strong presence, refined looks, and the air of a modern-day prince, Hyun Bin is the kind of man people people dream about, the kind you think only exists in dramas. Or maybe not. That's why he firmly holds the second spot on our list. Number 1, Gong Yoo. And now, our number 1, the choice that's bound to stir up some debate. But if we're talking about a man who, at 45, is still more desired than many guys half his age, then Gong Yoo has to be at the top. Gong Yoo isn't just handsome, he's magnetic. His gaze carries emotion, his voice is unmistakable, and his on-screen presence is something truly rare. From Coffee Prince to the unforgettable Goblin, he built a career on smart choices and unforgettable performances. And it's not over yet. In 2025, he's making his return in a new Netflix drama, The Trunk, alongside actress Seo Hyun-jin, and fans are already buzzing. Some people think he's past his heartthrob phase, and that younger actors should take that crown. But the truth is, Gong Yoo never left the stage. He evolved. What was once youthful charm has become something deeper, more mature, and for many, even more irresistible. Single, private, and often involved in social causes, Gong Yoo has become a symbol of not just beauty, but integrity and style. At 45, he's still the kind of man who makes you hit pause just to admire a close-up. Now tell me in the comments, do you agree that Gong Yoo deserves the top spot, or did I go too far? Drop your opinion below. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, okay? See you in the next one.